Hey guys, Tyler here to bring you a 2v2 today. We are on Elst Outskirts. Playing today spawning in the south, we have smallNhii playing as US forces, whereas infantry, heavy cav and airborne. Teaming up with him is MeowMoewWithWind as Soviets, who has straight away locked into NKVD, going for a tier 1 start. From the left hand side we have Goat Army as OKW. Okay. Who has gone for Luftwaffe Ground Forces, Overwatch, and Breakthrough, and NFJO as Ostheer, who has Fishstung Armor, Spearhead, and Lightning Wall. Axis are an arranged team. Jumping in and out of the building, not sure what he's up to here. Rank 37 at the moment. Allies are a random team. smallNhii around rank 140 and MeowMoew around rank 180 at the moment. But I think maybe MeowMoew's ranks have maybe tanked a bit because servers are maybe doing some meme strats. Is about rank 60 with a couple other factions at the moment. But yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen these two players before. It does make me wonder if they play an arranged team of two in like the larger modes like 3v3 and 4v4. That's where they get their ranking from. Very curious wire here. Generally you want to wire off the other side of the building so that your enemies can't get in. But maybe this is at a good spacing that you could get a wire trap and a squad can get stuck in there. I don't think so though. Looks too close to the door. So I don't really understand that from Goat Army. It was getting me very confused during that early engagement. But yeah, tier 1 start for MeowMoew, and he's got the M3A1 out here now. Squad just staying stuck in here, which is interesting. It does seem that maybe it's a bit of a blind spot from that building. I don't think I've really seen that before. Though maybe squads could shoot down this little angle. Oh wow, 3 Kuba wagons? I saw one of them before. I didn't know that there were going to be 3 of them. Teaming up with the double Sturmpos. One of them upgraded with the Shrek now as well. Alright, well, let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, smallNhii, 3 rifles into Lieutenant, pretty standard stuff. If JO also going for a pretty standard Ostheer build. Did decide to lock into the flamethrower, which I think makes sense on this map. There are quite a few heavy cover positions, and up against US forces you don't really have to worry about mines so much, so it does make sense. Okay, looking to jump into the building. Sturmpos get back into their position, but here comes an overwhelming number of penals. The M3A1 here as well, going toe to toe against the double Kubals. And coming out pretty strong. That Kubal did get a nice burst in, so the M3 doesn't really feel safe chasing in. Sturmpos with the Shrek a little bit further back. Rifleman getting in deep, nearly taking down the Pyros. I'll watch for a rifle nade over here. It's like prime time for a rifle nade. Good flank here by the rifleman, but MG backpedaling to the building. Looks like he's going to make a dash for the cut-off in the meantime. Got a good play here from smallNhii, coming in from multiple angles. Is floating quite a lot of manpower at the moment. Nearly we might see maybe a 50 cal at this stage. Looks like he's going to maybe go straight for the light vehicle, but generally, unless you've been taking crazy manpower losses, you can afford to squeeze in a 50 before the Stuart. Cutoff though isn't quite working out since the central point is connected at the moment. We're getting very low indeed. There's some PTRSs on one of these penals now.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Kuwagen making a fast getaway there. But yeah, I have found that, you know, penals can struggle against Jägerlights in the mid to late games, so Meow has to make this work before those Jägerlights really start to ramp up. Looks like Goat Army planning to field quite a few of them. Just waiting for the cooldown at the moment. I'm not sure what this was about, driving forwards with the SWS. And there it goes, ends up dying. I guess he just set his like rally point up here and then just completely forgot about it. It's not too expensive of a mistake, but still not ideal. Doesn't have his tech down at all. Ooh, so he can't actually upgrade those Jägerlights currently. That's quite a late tech, whatever he's planning to go for. He's managed to complete the tank traps, but not the decap on that central victory point. Meanwhile, on the far side, NFJO has pushed in a fair amount, not bringing up the machine gun though. It's staying in the building. 222 also a little bit inactive back there. Got a second Pyro out for NFJO. And now building the pack. smallNhii does have the Stuart coming through now. But yeah, I think it's a little bit risky going for the second Pyro before the pack in this kind of scenario. Stuart missing his first shot on the 222 there. Do have a Talonmine back there for NFJO. Maybe going to try to bait the Stuart across. Do have a sweeper, but it's back at base currently. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, jackpot there for smallNhii. Talonmine getting taken down. Jumped out on the wrong side of the building there as well. Interesting. Okay, M3 loaded up with the PTRS squad. But you probably know from my video, this quite often does not go right. Can't choose what the squad inside targets, so with all this in the surround, can quite often shoot at the wrong units. Looks like it did connect with the Kubel though. But yeah, especially on those lower armoured vehicles like the Kubel, unreliable. It's pretty much anything short of the looks. It's unreliable with the targeting. Still, all three Kubels are alive. I mean, they maybe haven't been that active, but you know, they're saying something. When you're up against an M3A1 with a PTRS penal, keeping all three Kubels alive is pretty impressive, honestly. Truck coming up now, but this is very slow, delaying those G43s on the Jägerlights, really hampering their performance. Does have okay, going in for a bit of a move, but the Shrek there gonna have to jump out and repair that up. You have the mortar out from smallNhii as well, and it has been doing some pretty good work. Here comes a rifle nade. Ooh! Big damage, and there goes the lieutenant. Gotta be very, you know, it's a cheeky one from behind the fence, but you gotta be very careful when you're clumped up on light cover. You're always vulnerable to those rifle nades. That was a nasty one indeed. The Echelon are equipped with the bazookas now as well. Out's going to connect on this, and here comes the pack, having its sight blocked by these trees at the moment though. Bazooka's coming forwards. But yeah, smallNhii really struggling at the moment. This is kind of why you need the 50 cal. Give you a little bit more long range performance. Just getting one in production now. Oh, there goes a Kubel. Going down to the PTRS penals, and overall, MeowMoew getting a pretty good push going. Has mixed in the Commissar now as well. Haven't seen these too much since you have to manually plant them, but got some of those flares up as well. Also, the quad looks like it's done a little bit of damage also. Goat Army does have double Raketans though. Oh man, he's very slow getting the upgrade on the mechanized branch of the battle group. Without the G43s, you know, there's Jaegerites that just not that good, really. I think that was a slight mistake from smallNhii. Repositioned, but kind of made his rifle squad more clumped, more vulnerable to the flamethrower. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a green white. Might still be able to get it. And there we go. Good follow-up by the rifleman. NFJO losing a squad. We do have the pack there, though, in a good position for the Steward again. Uh-oh, what's he doing? He's driving forwards with that. And there goes the Steward. Huge misplay by smallNhii. Don't know what he was doing driving forwards like that. A very clean path just to reverse out with. Seen the anti-tank grenade off on the 222, but oh, that is very painful losing your Steward like that. If you are trying to use your light vehicle where it could get two shot like that, you just have to be so much more cautious. You have to be very prepared. Oh. Well, maybe combat engineers. Very prepared to back it away at a moment's notice. Here come the double Raketans. Quad is up here, taking a Shrek. Here come the double Raketans. And they both connect. Quad going down there. Oh boy. So MeowMoew also losing his light vehicle. Now the allies could be in a little bit of trouble going forwards. Still the infantry quite weak for Goat Army. Is very slow getting his tech going, just constantly floating a lot of resources. Ordinarily, I think you know, maybe you can work a build order like this, but being so loose with the tech timings and everything is just, I'd say, not acceptable at this rank of play, which does make me further think that that rank is from playing a ranged team in like the bigger modes. Ranged team 2 in the bigger modes. You can get away with slightly looser tech timings. Generally. But here we go, got the Schwer finally coming up now. Finally got the G43s on the Jaegerites now as well, so let's see what Goat Army can do with it. Has gone for double MGs now as well. Real shame that MeowMoew didn't manage to take down the double Kubels, because I think a good answer to this... Okay, he's going to go for a Katyusha first. I was going to say a good answer to this is probably... might be considering a sniper or two, even though he's up against the Jaegerites. As long as you play cautiously. Can still work, but Katyusha also a fair option. A bit risky though, you know, no anti-tank guns. Doesn't have tier 2, so can't build as this, so this could backfire somewhat. Oh, drops a bazooka there, unfortunate. See what this Katyusha can do though. Overall, the allies are lacking a bit in anti-tank. smallNhii relying on the bazookas, which often don't really work out. So if the Axis can hit their medium tanks at a good time, and we do have tier 3 down for NFJO. Oh boy, looks like Goat Army going to go straight for a King Tiger stall. Putting down a mechanized truck like that. But yeah, you can understand why Meow doesn't want to build a maybe a T-34, being up against 2 Shreks, 2 Raketans at this stage. Might have trouble being successful with that kind of composition. Could consider the KV-8 though. KV-8 is generally pretty good against Raketans since they're slightly lower in range. And good against, definitely very good against Shrek squads as well. But generally you do kind of need maybe a Zis to back that up. It's building one now though, has put down tier 2. Do still have the M3A1 at this stage. You can just use it as a scout tool, or maybe like use it for back capping. Does have actually very strong vision range on that. So if you keep it alive for this long, maybe like park it back here, providing some long line of sight through the center of the map. Oh, 50 cal gets decrewed over there. I thought it was going to make it away. Didn't rebuy the bazooka on the rear echelon. They pop volley fire as well, which does increase your receipt accuracy. So it does make you very vulnerable if you're taking fire from multiple units. Katyusha into the center, I think hoping to catch the Jaeger lights, but they'd already backed away, so bad start to the Katyusha there. smallNhii able to recover the 50 cal, however. Do have a fuel cache down by smallNhii as well. Has gone for the Sherman first. And a Panzer IV coming out at a similar timing. smallNhii still with quite a lot of manpower after all this. Still hasn't locked into a command yet either. Could have the option of maybe going for airborne, so he can airdrop in an anti-tank gun to assist him. Allies are a little bit behind on the victory points at this stage. Panzer IV heading up to the other side of the map. This is still rolling in from base, so a little bit further back at the moment. PTRS is inside the building though, decent enough to fend off the Panzer IV for now. Double mortars now, one from Meow as well. I've seen, you know, quite a lot more use of this these days as mainly like a flare platform. Oh, that was a nasty hit from the Panzer IV. Nearly one-shot that penal squad. That was crazy. They're kind of clumping up as they were maybe moving into light cover or something. And that was a big hit. Sherman on armor piercing at the moment. Makes sense, you know, if he has to switch rounds, could end up losing to his Panzer IV. Especially if he doesn't really have that good support for it. Like 2 bazookas, only 1 bazooka on that major. The echelon still haven't repurchased their second bazooka either. So yeah, staying on armor piercing, I think the safest choice currently. Unless you know for sure it's on the other side of the map. There's a Katyusha going after the ISG out the back. Flare spotting. Scatter's still not that the best, even with that vision. There's the Panzer IV. Oh boy. Bazooka on those Pioneers as well. I forgot about that. Panzer IV getting some good hits in as well. Here come the bazooka rear echelon. Randy is coming in from the side though, looking for the Faust. smallNhii not paying attention, he's backing away now. Somehow though, vaulting over the log, does get the Faust off. But it looks like the Panzer IV is not going to chase forwards. Bazooka rear echelon, buying some time. Oh boy, drops the bazooka. An anti-tank gun down here now for MeowMoew, looking to assist his teammate. Katyusha still at 0 kills after those first 2 barrages, getting off to a shocker of a start. Looks like MeowMoew bringing a few more squads down to this side. Maybe the allies are going to try to dig in on this bottom side of the map. Got a lot of stuff camped up here for Goat Army, not really active, so this could work out for the allies. This is prime time for a grenade. See, he's posturing like he's going to throw the grenade, then cancelling it because these squads keep moving. There we go. Commissar hitting Vet 3 quite quickly there as well. Hitting it before the 2 penals that have been on the field for a lot longer. All of the penals, in fact. I believe the Commissar does get some shared veterancy, so it's probably one of the main reasons for that. And the Katyusha barrage over here. And artillery from the Major also. So still with the VP lead, you can see NFJO. Looks like he's going for a Tiger stall. Hasn't got Battle Phase 3 up yet though. In this kind of situation, if you do want to go for that Tiger stall, probably pays to just build a second pack at this stage. Might as well. Especially when you've got so much manpower like this. He has built an extra grenadier though at some stage. Ready 5 out now for MeowMoew. Goat Army building a howitzer unexpectedly. Can build it very far back on this map though. It's going to be very hard to harass or kill for the allies. They don't have a off map to clear that either. Interesting. And that does mean that in terms of PopCap, not going to be able to field the King Tiger without losing something. But it's still quite a long way off in terms of fuel now. Water decrewed by the ISG. Sherman making a bit of a push there, but now taking an engine crit. We've got a pack right there. 222 going to provide some sight. Sherman again stopping for smallNhii. Firing off the smoke. Can the attack round work? Finish the job? Oh, it does! Well done by NFJO. But yeah, smallNhii making a small mistake. If he just continued to back away that whole time, he stopped here for about 2 seconds or so. Probably would have been out of range. Higher chance of that attack round not finding the mark. A little bit further back. Activating the smoke as well was a little bit slow. You can queue up your move order immediately after firing the smoke. This pause was maybe like a split second too long for that as well. But yeah, that was bad news for the allies. smallNhii though stalling up for the Pershing, which is going to be interesting. Going to maybe see the 2 heavies colliding down the south here. Light's providing sight through the center, allows the pack to get a shot off on the SU-85. Katyusha missing the mark as well. It's a real nightmare start for that Katyusha. 3 barrages, 0 kills. Fire off an anti-tank grenade here. Pack decrewed though by the double rifleman, making a bit of a push. Has a fall on the other side, can't really respond. He's dropping smoke on it as well. He's going to try to go for the steal, it looks like. Got a 50 cal coming in. No, Grenadier is going to jump on it. I think he could have gone for the steal, honestly. With a 50 cal coming up in support. I think it would have been worthwhile since he doesn't have easy access to an anti-tank gun either. Would have been worth maybe risking losing the rifleman in the process. Don't think he would have, though, thanks to the smoke. Wagon dying up here in the north. Does free up a little bit of PopCap actually for Goat Army. Maybe if he loses the second Kubel, he could just about afford the King Tiger when everything's reinforced. Here comes the Pershing, arriving at a good timing. NFJO still hasn't gone Battle Phase 3 yet, so again, Axis lax on their ticking paths. Pretty clearly going for the Tiger stall, but floating so many resources and just never going for Battle Phase 3 at any stage, and that is now going to delay his Tiger timing. Okay, bring down some tank traps. I think I'd be largely trying to escort the Pershing with these rear echelon, because the last thing you want to do is hit a Talamai at this stage. That would be devastating. Might even be worth considering building a secondary echelon, since he seems keen on using re-echelon bazookas. And extra repairs for the Pershing. And this is the impact of being lax on the tech timing. Now NFJO in some big trouble. Pack getting decrewed. Panzer IV not really enough to fight back against the Pershing. He could be calling in the Tiger right now. Or, you know, maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago. Katyusha nearly catching those Jaeger lights. Finally getting some work done. Bazookas, 2 of them now on the major. Pershing missing that shot. It looks like smallNhii just content to get away with it here. Oh boy. Kubel going in for a dive. He drops the planes in deep, hoping to catch the Katyusha, which is having some pathing issues. The Katyusha is getting targeted, but does survive the planes. Here's the edge of the zone. There it is. So Katyusha narrowly surviving. Oh boy, that was crazy, getting stuck, trying to back through this gap. Nearly going down there. That is very good news for the Allies. Finally, NFJO ticking Battle Phase 3. Yeah, so late on that, given the Tiger stall. It was honestly like, you know, when I was doing my preparation for the GCS3 matches, it was something I was really focused on, just always being a lot sharper on my tech and unit timings, unit construction timings. Especially when you're in a tight contest, you know, missing your timings by like 30 seconds makes a huge difference.
Our renovated HQ is ready and heavy tanks are now available.
In this case, NFJO missing the timing by probably 3 minutes. Made a big difference, ended up losing his pack perhaps because of that. But here we go, got the double big boys out now for the Axis. And smallNhii especially not well equipped to deal with a Tiger. He's going for a Scott, which I think is maybe a little bit on the greedy side. I mean, you haven't seen any units from NFJO apart from this Panzer IV for such a long time. You have to expect you're probably going to be up against heavy tank. Here we go, making a bit of a move. Looking strong to start for smallNhii, but here we go, the double heavies now swarming in. AT gun goes down very fast. Pershing trying to get away, but it was a little bit slower off the mark. Tiger missing a crucial shot. There goes the Panzer IV. Dropping the smoke down. Looks like the Pershing's going to be able to get away, but maybe not a few of these squads. It's ready 5 coming down. Eagle lights do go down out the back though. And jump on the pack, recover it. Pack spins around for the SU-85. SU-85 driving forwards. Shusha out the back. We've got a couple of squads coming in from the side, currently hiding behind the lodge from the King Tiger. Pack takes... His engine crit off. Scott's barrage is available still. Managed to decrew that machine gun all the way out the back there. Good push there from MeowMoew.
A capture point is under attack. Rear echelon squad ready. The enemy is overrunning one of our capture
Some
points.
howitzer fire coming down now for Goat Army. It's up to 6 kills on that Howie now. Interesting. smallNhii mortar going down now. And he drops down the planes, hoping to finish the job on the Scott. Scott stopping in place. Might have backed away fast enough that he's not... No. I was going to say, might have backed away fast enough that he doesn't end up taking a pass from those planes, but wasn't the case. And now the SU-85 taking some damage as well. I think you could see the second plane was slow coming through, so he would have missed the second attack pass, or the first attack pass from the second plane, if that Scott had just kept moving. SU-85 getting revealed by the collateral damage. Do have a quad on the field. Shot down almost all the planes quite quickly there. But yeah, Scott going down. Just have to keep backing away. Just keep driving, because if you're a stationary target with your vehicle like that, it just makes it so much easier for the planes to deliver their payload effectively. See, the Allies have got some pretty strong control up in the north at the moment. So while the double heavies were making this push down the south, Allies have been pretty good in terms of territory control. They're now 100 VPs ahead. She has to be very careful. Tiger missing a lot of shots though. Wow. Pushing running hot. Obers go down in the north. How did that happen? She's into the center, getting a few reasonable hits. Nexus do manage to cap it up though. Allies back on the drain now. Oh boy. Pack under pressure from the double barred up riflemen. They are very slow at decrewing it though. 35 chasing off the King Tiger. Gotta be careful, he doesn't chase too far forwards though. Could get flanked. Here comes the Tiger from the side. Grenadiers nearby, but their Faust... Oh no, their Faust is available. Oh, big damage on the Tiger. Here come the bazookas, and... Was that a mine from the rifleman? Getting triggered. Tiger goes down. I think I remember seeing smallNhii planting a mine there earlier, and it pays dividends. Goat Army just a little bit too slow pushing back through with the King Tiger. Just need one more shot on that SU-85 and it would have gone down. Damn, what a turn of events. It looked like that was going to be curtains for the SU-85. Instead, it's the Tiger that goes down. It's the Major though. NFJO a little bit low on fuel, honestly. It's got a fuel cache down back here. But the question is, does he stall for another Tiger, or does he build a Panther in about 20 fuel's time?
The bunker is now a command center. Reinforcements are available.
Push into the center. Jägerlight's able to get the decap before soft retreating. Okay, now anti-air half-track for smallNhii. I don't think that's really necessary, given that there is the quad on the field. It's very hard to shoot down the planes before they come in for their first attack pass. Alright. King Tiger's still down here. Talamine spotted by the rear echelon. Did go for 2 of them, which I think is a reasonable idea. Keep the repairs up on the Pershing, relying on those bazookas as well. A lot of tank traps up as well by smallNhii. Good hit there by the Pershing. And the Allies back in control of the VPs, Axis on the drain. There's too much just AFK up here in the north for Goat Army. Have these units like moved in the last 5 minutes, really? Doesn't feel like it. Very focused on the King Tiger control, but you know, could have a Riketan or 2 down here in support to assist with the push, maybe with some better results. Penal's overwhelming the Obers, but good suppression coming in. Could maybe try fire off some fair propaganda artillery on that, clear it off. Or just crawl out instead. By keeping them suppressed and now pinned, so pretty safe up there. Come the double Riketans though. You see somebody just AFK like this, you kind of have to expect they might be moving the anti-tank guns into position on you. So unless you're in the super low ranks, you've got to consider that maybe you're getting baited to stay in position. And especially if you got some follow-up, like these squads were coming in range to keep that squad pinned, then there's not a huge amount of benefit, and there's a lot to lose. But rebuilding that instantly, and do have the anti-air half-track from smallNhii as well, so still well covered in terms of anti-air. We can see Goat Army not quite there for another sector assault. Meow pretty close to his pop cap limit as well. Okay, we've got the frag bombs dropped in here. smallNhii a little bit slow dodging this. In fact, doesn't at all. Only connecting with the Pershing though, stunning it. Did rebuild the Tiger. Pershing backing away. King Tiger making a play, but missing its shot. Might be able to catch these rear echelon as they back off though, the double heavies. Right, they're going to go for the cash instead. G85 coming down from the other side. These double Riketans are still back at base. Gotta be, you see a Jägerlight hit a mine like that, gotta reconsider your offensive play as NFJO without a sweeper coming along with you after just losing your Tiger to a mine a couple minutes ago. There's another one right here for smallNhii. Pushing quite low, he's got to be careful. Might even be one shot from the King Tiger here, but he bounces the KT shot and then he bounces the Tiger shot as well, getting very lucky. A lot of damage on to the Tiger. Pershing coming back in. This is so risky. It's really trying to push back the Axis though. King Tiger did back like almost all the way off though. They have dropped down the anti-tank Overwatch, so maybe looking to capitalize on that. Tiger's also backed out of the area though, firing off some rounds off the target weak point, but S-85's back. And the Pershing's backed off. S-85 still in here. Did Su-85 get that kill just then?
Our Panzer forces
Looked like it was going to be out of range. But there we go, another Tiger going down. Penals go down and Su-85 going down in return. KT coming back in. Planes dropped in. Maybe weren't expecting to be able to kill that with the pack. But they do manage to do so. So again, NFJO losing another Tiger quite quickly after fielding it.
not let up. The enemy still has 300 points.
He needed like a Fausting squad to slow down that Su-85 so it couldn't keep pace with the Tiger. Commissar up here getting to work, forcing a whole bunch of retreats, opening up the capture opportunities. Nexus doing well on the VPs right now though after all that pressure they applied. Did free up some PopCap room for MeowMoew and has gone for a T-34 with that. You know, you do have the option of the RAM plus AT Overwatch, very strong combination. But he couldn't afford the T-34 earlier. Rebuilding Su-85 as well. Good number of rear echelon with bazookas, but you don't want to be standing on the road ideally. Taking that extra damage from the negative cover. Oh boy, and there you saw how quickly those two last models of the rear echelon died because they were on the road. So fast they fell. And honestly, when you're down to two models with your rear echelon, I'd probably just retreat anyway. Could get wiped by the Panzer IV, just getting a lucky shot as well. At risk of dropping your bazookas also. If you're going to get a kill or something like that, it's probably not worth maintaining that kind of aggression.
A capture point is being overrun.
Okay. Satchel charge to knock out the decrewed 50 cal over there.
The supply line just got cut off.
With the Jackson supporting the Pershing now, so pretty good for smallNhii. Has maybe rebuilt the Major. It's quite important as a sight tool. Oof, Pershing just getting these nasty hits. There go the Grenadiers. But yeah, if you can vet up the Major, get that sight boost, very helpful. Double Raketans inching in here, T-34 giving us some protection. Shusha into the center though. T-34 getting forced back. Howitzer coming down, Maxim decrewed in the center. But there we go, MG-34 also falling to the Katyusha fire. smallNhii trying to advance over here, dropping some smoke on the machine gun. But the pack is back there. There's Vet 1 popping the target weak point. A little bit slow in the activation of it though. And misses. I think that was an attack ground attempt. If he activated that target weak point just a tiny bit earlier, probably could have stunned the Pershing in place. I don't think he would have killed it, but would have put it out for repairs for a very long time, especially now that there's only one rear echelon. Repairs are a bit slower. The Major artillery coming in out the back. Really taking down the Pios. And there we go, Vet 3 on the pack now. Panzer IV is going to blitz in. Main gun crit on the Pershing. Do have the Jackson back here, but it's facing the wrong direction. Could take a while for the turret to spin around. This tank gun sets up. Panzer IV going to try continue on its aggressive path. I think once he saw the Jackson back there, his best bet was maybe just to try kill the anti-air half-track. Probably should have focused on that. Would have been what I would have gone for. There's no chance the Jackson misses 2 shots at that range. Oh, big hit from the Howie. Up to Vet 2 now. Oh, and it kills the Katyusha as well! And a squad of combat engineers! Whoa! LEFH getting some monstrous damage done just then. Oh boy, and the allies are really struggling. Look at this territory control. It can be very tough dealing with the King Tiger, supported by all of this infantry. That's where you really need the Katyusha to just blast the infantry off the field, remove that support. NFJO calling the Tiger in again. Once again, running over a mine. Decides to back out, bring up the sweepers first. Ruffman making a play for the central VP. Pershing coming through. Vet 3 going to have a really good rate of fire on that Pershing now. Heavily favoured against the Tiger. In the head-to-head thanks to that reload advantage now. Gotta be careful about that pack still. Grenadiers go down on retreat. These riflemen don't even have grenades. That wasn't even to like a grenade. Grenade on retreat. He's making a play for the northern VP now as well. Jackson doesn't have sight at the moment, hiding behind these trees. Coming around the corner now. Bouncing though. Still has managed to keep that 222 alive this entire time. Still very valuable as a sight tool for NFJO, so it's admirable. Major now also going to be providing some nice line of sight. Good damage. That was a situation where, again, maybe should have popped the Tiger weak point as he's starting up that fight. Had long line of sight thanks to the 222. He stunned it in place. Could have actually been a dead Pershing with the Tiger right there as well.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
The Howie coming down in this region also could be weighing on the Allies' mind. 33 kills now. A lot of munitions for another sector assault. Go down me. Quite a lot of resources floating. So he does lose this King Tiger. Quickly push out any other unit he wants to. At the moment though, once everything's reinforced, he's close to his pop cap limit. Maybe could rebuild a Jaegerleiter or something for some extra sight again. And that'll pretty much do him. Good hit from the Pershing again. 35 pushing through the center a bit. A few cheeky shots in. T-34 waiting on the flank. MeowMoew doesn't have enough for the anti-tank Overwatch yet though, so can't get too aggressive with that. Okay, Scott firing off some smoke here, interesting. Coming in from the side. This is again where the grenades will be really strong for smallNhii. Maybe could get some decrews on these team weapons. Okay, we've got the planes dropped in by Goat Army. Pershing managing to knock out the Pyos. The frag bombs coming down as well. Anti-tank gun falling. A couple Before anti-tank grenades going off, but there we go. No dodge with the AA half-track for smallNhii. A little bit overwhelmed right now. Backing away with the Pershing. Jackson driving forwards, which I don't think is the right response. Probably going to take a anti-tank pass. Whereas the quad managed to shoot down all the planes already. Now that quad working extremely well there. Shot them down before the second pass. All of them. That is quite rare, I would say. Definitely expect like half the planes to be dead before the second pass, but all of them is not very common. Either way, devastating hit by the Axis, combining the off maps quite effectively there. Tiger's armor working well. MeowMoew having some pathing issues, getting stuck on the trees here with the Su-85. Oh, Pain hanging in there, does survive. Tiger missing the kill shot. Here comes the Jackson. Supported by the Pershing. Big damage onto the King Tiger, but also now the US tanks taking quite a lot of hits. The Tiger bouncing. MeowMoew still not quite there for the anti-tank Overwatch. T-34 threatening. Squad dead in the north. Good work there by the T-34 getting the job done. Now MeowMoew has the ability available to activate. Is going down over here. Oh, there we go. Target weak point. Pretty good activation of it. Pershing and Jackson now in a bit of trouble. Tiger coming through. Panzer IV also around the corner. But missing quite a few shots. Tiger advancing. Su-85 in some trouble. Double Raketens coming in from the side. Su-85 gonna survive that. Nice grenade from the Commissar, decrewing one of the Raketens before it can get the kill shot off on the Su-85. Re-echelon dying as well. Fresh squad of Jaeger Lights called in by Goat Army. Building a Sturmpio as well. He's lost one of his machine guns, opened up a bit of pop cap, lost his obers as well. Allies still with a small VP lead at this stage. There's a anti-tank gun up here. Maybe smallNhii could crew that. Artillery down on the machine gun out the back there. He's hot contested at the moment. T-34 just kind of left out here, forgotten about for the moment. A lot of repairs going on at the moment for MeowMoew. Could probably squeeze in one more combat engineer to round out his composition. Oh, the Obers! They nearly complete the capture, but the mortar combining with the Pershing shot. And down they go. Conscripts hoping for the anti-tank grenade. Tiger just fast enough to avoid that. And suppression from the Spearhead mode, shutting down the conscripts in their tracks. Okay, frag bombs coming in. Rifleman dodging forwards. A lot of health damage. Didn't drop too many models down though. Oh, T-34 goes down over here. To the Raketen, it looks like. Instantly repurchased though. MeowMoew has quite a lot of resources still in the bank. It is just cannon fodder. Oh, nice barrage there from the Scot. There goes the pack. Tiger has pushed out quite nicely now, up to Vet 2 though. Jackson a little bit too far back currently. Recrew on the pack, but still getting barraged by the Scot. Pushing, having to trade blows for the moment. AT returning to the front lines. Allies making a play for the north again. Now it's rattling off a few rounds. to the central region. Here comes the fresh T-34. Still so tightly contested in terms of victory points.
Flanking attack! Unit ready. Tank! Find cover!
Okay, T-34 just driving in. Driving all the way at the back. He's just going to try kill the howitzer back here. The flak base is here though, and on the rear armor, especially of the T-34. Could maybe get the kill. He's going to go for the kill on the Schwer. Hoping for the kill on the howitzer, I think, but the Schwer kind of slowing that down. Oh boy, look at that lag. It's really starting to chug this particular match now that we're into the late game. There we go, Schwer Panzer headquarters dead. Oh, there goes a rifle squad. Major artillery coming down, hoping to clear off the bunker, I think. A cap on the central VP though from smallNhii. Command bunker out the back. Really good idea from NFJO, allowing some more map presence. Burn through his manpower bank as well now. Constructing all those bunkers. Okay, there we go. Ram from the side, engine crit. KT in some big trouble now. Take Overwatch, hammering down, Pershing making a bit of a push. A lot of bounces on the King Tiger, but almost no chance of escape here. Well executed by MeowMoew. And there goes the KT. Panzer IV coming in here, trying to get something going, but goes down pretty quickly. Did manage to take down Scott. Eagle-Light's dead. Ober's dead. Sturmpire's dead. Raketen dead. Goat Army, look at that. He was like at 90 pop cap or so. Now he's down to 30. He just lost everything. Oh, and there go the Grenadiers. That Pershing's getting some crazy hits. T-34 coming in from the side. Maybe going to look for another ram. He's going to try to come down the road. Another ram. Might be getting blocked currently. Here he goes. Another ram coming in. Connects and penetrates again. This one on the front line. The one on the KT was on the rear armor, so that's guaranteed to pin, but this one 50% chance. There goes the 222 now as well. And there goes the Tiger. Oof. Well, that was a massive collapse for the Axis. Goat Army just getting completely overwhelmed. You know, he lost his King Tiger, understandable, but then just losing everything else. So painful. Oh, there goes a Teller. Got a Panic Puma from Goat Army. Can't build anything else since he's lost his lost his units, lost his tech. Gotta wait for the cooldown on the King Tiger again. Puma looking for a miracle. Does have the aim shot available. It's going to be very hard to knock out the Pershing though. Got the re-echelon bazookas there. They're spotting the Telemine, but he's backing over the Telemine with the Puma right there.
Send your orders.
No, there goes the Puma. Valiant attempt by Goat Army. Did end up knocking out one of the Jacksons. It's like another Raketen falling overhead. Does manage to finish off the immobilized ramming T-34. Penal's trying to come out the back here, and they managed to get the satchel off before they get suppressed. Not enough damage to kill. I think the howitzer has 480 health. Satchel only does 400 damage.
Ready for deployment.
Need a little bit more than that. Oh man, what a crazy, crazy sequence of events. Allies just completely annihilating the Axis, really. Hold on the lieutenant, which is interesting. Okay, smallNhii gone for grenades, that's why. So has access to the smoke and the HE on the lieutenant. Good grenade platform. Pershing returning to action, and look at that, another wipe. I think for how long the Pershing's been on the field, 47 kills, not that impressive.
Tank destroyer is ready
But the
for
number
orders.
of wipes it's led to, crazy. Probably like 7 squad wipes from that Pershing, I would guess. Okay, there we go. Hits a mine. Looks like that might have been a shoe mine from the amount of damage it did. And the planes do buy a bit of time for the Axis. King Tiger back on the field. NFJO also able to field a Panther. Still has quite a lot of manpower in reserve. Maybe still hoping to build a Tiger after this as well. Not too far away from being able to afford that. T-34 in here, very aggressive. Double T-34s now. No SU-85 at the moment from MeowMoew. He's just going mass T-34s at this stage. All Panthers heading up here. This T-34 getting stuck on the VP on the capture flag. Here come the penals though with the PTRSs. One more shot. That T-34 is dead. The Panther backing away a little bit too far though to be in range for the finishing shot. Worried about that sticky satchel, understandable. He is hoping for the decap, and they managed to get it. 26 points remaining for the Axis. Stop the drain for the moment. Oh, is that 2 Jacksons now? smallNhii. It's going to be hard for all these heavy tanks. Looks like most of the anti-tank guns got destroyed by the Allies as well, all those decrewed Raketans. So they can't recrew those. And it's going to make it very hard against the double Jacksons, but here we go. Jackson maybe overextending slightly. Does end up surviving though. X is back on the drain, down to 21 points now. We've got double Maxims covering the center. They're not going to have any luck getting through over there. Tiger on the field now for NFJO. Gotta try repair up that Panther. Could consider doing like a ISG recrew here to try smoke the center, go for the capture, though there are a lot of squads nearby to jam that capture, so probably wouldn't be that successful, but still might be helpful, you know, with the King Tiger in the smoke, attack grounding. Could maybe open up some capping attempts. We actually got the smoke coming out for MeowMoew though. Couple machine guns coming through for the Axis now. Here they go, the Axis making their play, down to 9 points, hoping to get something going. Combined arms active for smallNhii, good idea. Doing his last hurrah. Frag bombs coming down on the Maxims. Pershing in some trouble. There goes one tank. T-34 is now wrapping around, coming in for the rear of the KT, but the ram doesn't quite work out. There goes the regular Tiger, King Tiger, taking a battering as well. And there we go. It's just going to call the GG with that and throw in the towel. So yeah, pretty good action in this game, back and forth. But as I was saying, the tech timings and the build orders from the Axis just a little bit too sloppy, too slow, just not hitting things on time. Like that battle group so late for Godami. I know he did lose one of his tech trucks, but just the timings on that were so slow, made the impact of those Jaegerites just really poor. Same story for NFJO. You know, it was like 3 or so minutes, maybe even more, late on the Tiger because he didn't take battle phase 3. So those kind of things, kind of, I would say, unacceptable, especially, you know, at rank 36, was it? Which makes me think that these two do play 2v2s and like in 3v3s and 4v4s to get that rank. I don't want to like trash talk them too much, but I feel like if you're playing a range team 2v2, I don't think you can get to this rank by playing like this. You know, a lot of teams of like two of the best 1v1 players are around this rank. So, yeah. But yeah, well done by the Allies overcoming. Nice flank and ram to anti-tank Overwatch. Good counter to Goat Army. Don't think we saw like any mines really down for Goat Army. Maybe that could have prevented that. Did have, you know, double Sternpires for most of the match, but very few mines, maybe even none. I know that this is a very strong ability. I want to save you munitions for that, but keeping your King Tiger alive, even better. And yeah, just a crazy collapse at the end there. Maybe NFJO a little bit lax with the Tiger control. Those first two Tiger losses, perhaps avoidable. But yeah, well done by the Allies overcoming down the stretch. That howitzer, man, that thing was nasty throughout the game, but does eventually go down. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.